Hello,
No problem.
everybody, and welcome to another interview in our series for the Law Marketing Zone Group. I'm very excited to welcome Natori Arrindell from Legal Lux Law in Memphis, Tennessee, with us today. She's going to share some great experience that she's had, and I'm excited to have you here. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Awesome. Maybe we can start out about talking about your journey, kind of like if you'd like to share where you started to where you are
Sure.
now.
Well, I graduated law school. I attended Suffolk University in Boston, Massachusetts, in 2016. Right out of law school, I came back to Memphis, where I'm originally from, and started working as an intern with the International Paper Company in their legal department. I worked there for about 3 years and then transitioned briefly to an immigration law firm. And then that experience brought me into the personal injury and family law realm. I worked in the personal injury field for about 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years, and then decided, why not just branch off on my own? So, in the middle of the pandemic, I decided to leave my job and to form my own law firm.
Wow, that was a step. I was going to ask you prior to the pandemic and after, what changes would you make that you're going to keep permanently? And I guess you just
I do have some. I do have some though. And one of the reasons why I decided to branch off in the middle of the pandemic was because the firm that I was working with did not give us the ability to work remote or to work from home. We were in the office Monday through Friday as if nothing had changed. I do have two small children. So, for my safety and theirs, I decided that was the time that I needed to exit the firm. But just seeing how that firm didn't transition during the pandemic, and then seeing now how the courts are still offering the option to be in person or virtual now that some of the restrictions are being lifted, I have decided to also kind of stay virtual for some of my practice areas, specifically areas that don't require me to be in court daily or on a weekly basis. I've set up a lot of different programs and processes where a lot of my client onboarding is done electronically so that the client can feel comfortable as well, but then that also allows me to take on new clients that aren't necessarily here in the greater Memphis area.
all right. So you've grasped this and just moved forward with your firm using the virtual side of it. And is it
Yeah.
being received very well?
It is actually, even for some of my clients here on the family law side, it's really hard for me to take off of work because now some of their jobs are back into full swing and they are still short staffed. So it's hard for them to actually take off during normal business hours to meet with me to process paperwork or to submit a payment. So they do enjoy having the option of electronic signatures or uploading documents in a client portal that I have for them. So it really does benefit the client as well.
Excellent. So you do have an online portal, so you're making it easy for people to do business with you.
Yes, I do.
Great. Now, I do know that you're also doing trademark as well. And
Mhm.
so you've expanded your own private practice to several areas at this point.
Yeah, so it's funny. I actually don't practice that much of personal injury anymore. The two main areas of law that I practice are business law, which includes the trademarks and copyrights, business contracts, business formations, and then family law. So divorces, child support, child custody.
Okay. Okay, great. And when we're thinking about especially as a new law firm, online reviews are incredibly important.
Mhm.
How are you going about getting online reviews, and are you doing that very much or actively with each client?
I started with the Google reviews under Google My Business. As I was closing out a client's case, I would ask if they were willing to give submit a Google review. I have an iPad here when the client, for instance, for the family law cases, when they're here to pick up their final decree or final divorce documents, I do have an iPad kind of for the I guess outboarding, I guess you could say, process. There's some documents they need to sign when they're getting their client file. And so I kind of incorporated asking them if they're willing to submit a Google review at that time. I have not done it, I guess, as much as I can. I do kind of forget sometimes, but that is something that I do have set up that I probably need to start back doing.
Okay, yeah, it's imperative to get those, but I'm glad to hear that you have that built into your process. So thinking about that, What do you think is what are the technologies that you just can't live without in your firm?
E-signature. I currently use MyCase for my case management software. So they have an e-signature portal built into that already. So I don't have to use like a DocuSign or HelloSign separate from that. And then incorporated in that is they have a client portal as well that helps the client if I need them. If they don't want to come in person, they can upload their driver's license or upload a notarized document there as well. So I would definitely say that e-signature is one of the main things that I cannot live without.
Wow. Okay. It does sound like you've got, when you stepped out of the other firm and opened your own, you had a plan in mind.
I definitely.
And how did that feel? Was it overwhelming? Did you take it step by step? It just sounds like you stepped out and went, I'm here and I've got it all together.
I did not, well, I don't have it all together, but it's definitely a work in progress. But I'm a very impatient person. And so I guess once I realized this is not working for me, I need to go ahead and start my own firm. It was my birthday weekend, and I said, this is going to be my birthday gift to myself. So I went ahead and incorporated the law firm, got all of, the necessary documents, submitted the information for malpractice insurance, and then kind of shopped around for some different client management softwares. I knew the ones that I didn't want to use, which were the ones that I'd used previously in other firms. So I kind of took what worked for them and then what didn't work for them and tried to see, okay, I've already had the pros and cons for some. So let me try to figure out, which way works best for my lifestyle and what I would like to provide to my clients.
Wow, a great way to do it. And you found that as far as your law firm management, my case works best for your perspective and how you work?
Yes, I originally started with Clio, and I loved Clio, but I found that my case for the price actually offered more than Clio did, and it's just a little more user friendly. For instance, they have where you can text back and forth with your client or send instant messages through my case, which is a completely different number, of course, in your personal cell phone or the desk phone. And I found it to be with the app as well to be a little more user friendly on the client side as well, for them to upload documents and to see exactly what was going on with the case.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's great advice because there's so many different choices out there, and it sounds like you've had an opportunity to work with each one and pick the best one for you.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, what do you think? What's the future hold for your firm?
Oh, goodness. Continuing to grow. We have not been in business a year yet, so definitely expanding, continuing to grow and build our brand awareness here in the greater Memphis area, and then also expanding to some other regions as well. I'd say long term, I would love to franchise the law firm to be able to offer the family law or more localized laws in different states under the same brand. So franchising is probably definitely on a goal of mine in the future.
You certainly named it good, a really good name for franchising. So you
Thank you.
anywhere. I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Well, this has been fantastic. I really appreciate your time and your advice on the different things that you're using in your firm. And if anybody wants to learn more about you, can they get in touch with you through your Facebook page or how's the best way?
Sure, absolutely. You can reach out to me. Natori Arrindell is my Facebook page, my personal page, or you can reach out to the firm website. It's legalluxinc.com. You can go to connect or contact us, fill out a form, or book a time just to talk, or just send a message, and I'll definitely reach back out.
Great. Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you here in the next interview, and have a great day.
Thank you.